Welcome to Minnesota-made Ice Arena, where the 2012 Caribou Cup is taking place, and we're covering today's game between the 2002 Euro Americans and the 2002 Minnesota Blades. The Minnesota Blades, obviously the team that went to the Edmonton Super Novice Brick Tournament up in Edmonton earlier this summer and did very well. Look for today a couple interesting things today to watch for. The Blades are bringing their goalie back from the Brick Tournament, a kid from Missouri named Corbin Hillman. Hillman possibly was the number one goalie at the Super Novice Tournament, and he's been brought in possibly just to beat these two teams, the Machine and the Euro Americans, this weekend. We're doing this as a test run to see if the Youth Hockey Hub viewers want to see us on video, and two, we're doing it as a reason to study up on some of our Squirt A players coming into next season. Lots of Squirt A players represented in the top 50 Squirt players in the state, and out of these three teams, the Minnesota Blades, the Machine, and the Euro Americans. We're keeping our eye on several of these players, not just today, but in September's 3-on-3 tournament at Velocity as well, heading into the season, which will start around Thanksgiving. Look for an article coming out soon on Youth Hockey Hub outlining some of the top 50 players that we will be keeping an eye on our watch list for next year. The game should be an interesting game also. We spot two new players brought in for the Blades that are practice players that we look to have excellent games today. Number 17 is a practice player named Johnny Myers. Take a look for him. A very nice skater, very good player today. And a couple other kids that we can't mention quite yet, but we'll get to them later on in the game. Earlier this summer, the 2002 Euro Americans took out the much favored 2002 Machine Orange in the Easton Cup Elite Division, which makes this tournament even more interesting as the AAA season comes to an end. Look for the Euro Americans to maybe possibly be favored in this tournament going into today's pool play where they take on the Blades. A great game today. Not a lot of excitement. It was over fairly early. The Minnesota Blades take out the Euro Americans 8-2. The Blades were led by practice player Johnny Myers, who scored 4 goals, the Texas hat trick. Myers had 4 of the 8 goals for the Blades today. Corbin Hillman, the superstar goalie from Missouri, wasn't really put to the test. The Blades cruised. They were up 4-1 after 1, 6-1 after 2, got into running time, and then both teams kind of put it on cruise control in the third. They scored ended up 8-2. Saw a lot of great players today, a lot of kids from District 6 and District 10. District 10 continues to impress me. Kids from Andover, Blaine, Elk River, all over littered both of these rosters, including the Minnesota Machine that I saw over in the other rink playing against the Playmakers. District 6, of course, is well represented as well in the Squirt A's. Looks to be a great season this year. Look to follow us again on Youth Hockey Hub at the Velocity 3-on-3 tournament coming up in September.